Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 38 of building the Back to the Future DeLorean. This is the start of the electric. Well, we've done a little bit. This is setting up the electrics for even more fun to be had in a short while. Yes, lots of wires to do. We've got some stickers, some screws, and some more things, as well as some brackets, which are quite interesting looking. We're putting the cover over there, obviously a bit more support and everything else. Then we're laying down some extension cables. Then when we finish laying down all the extension cables, we're putting some brackets under the chassis. These are obviously just to help stop damage and prevent the suspension getting broken and the wheels breaking off. But it seems very strange that at the end of the build, we're going to put the brackets on. Why do we not do that before we play around with the what? I don't know. We'll worry about that when we get to it. Making the McFlyers in 2015, back in the future. The future in the past, but the future then. So yeah, Michael J. Fox says it was always fun to play in a mask. Yeah, they didn't look like that in 2015, but yeah, but he didn't look like that either. So yeah, it was very interesting having him play basically the rest of his family. Is that the next page? It feels like I've turned over too many pages. No, quite a lot of building pictures this time, so not so much to read about. Leopold Stokowski. Electric conductor. I don't know. Oh, it's the influence on Doc Brown. Fair enough. Right, next time, chassis plate and some more wiring. Yeah, I like the wiring. I like doing electric stuff. It should be good fun. So that's that. I shall clear the bench. We'll get the car out and we'll see what we're going to be doing. Okay, quite a few parts on this. These are actually quite nicely done. They've obviously got a label on them, labeling that end as 19. The other end has got the different plug on it, but it has also got printed on it 19. So you know which end's which is quite nice because we're not plugging anything into any of these as yet. So we've got 4 of those, all differently coloured, which we will be putting in place. We've got some screws, we've got some brackets. First thing we're going to be fitting is that, which we're going to be doing in a moment. The brackets are quite interesting looking. We'll come to those in a moment. Got stickers, as we mentioned, about how to put the things in place. So let me move everything back a bit. Let me bring up the car like that. Now, before I do this, which is going to go on there pretty much like that, with 3 screws holding it in place, we're using the NM screws for that. I'm going to have a look at the brackets because it's lifting it quite high. Yeah, that well clears the suspension thing. I'm going to put those on there now because it feels strange to do a lot of building around the car without brackets and then put the brackets on just before we pack it away for the night. So that's that on there. That's now raising everything up off of the wheels. I know you can't really see it from this angle, but trust me, it is. The wheels are free to turn now without any gripping or anything. So that's different. Right, first up, we're going to put these in place with the NM screws. Need 3 of those. There are 4 in that packet, so let's get 3 of them out. One side. See how this is going to work. It's going to go in there, and we'll just tighten down there. Fair enough. That one in the top. Yeah, the screwdriver's not liking the going into metal bits. I'm not shocked. It does it, but it doesn't do it. It does it under duress. So, yeah, I'll come back to a more normal screwdriver for most of this. Actually, I'll tighten that up off camera. You don't need to watch me doing that. But that's going to go there just like that. First up, we are using 38G and 38E. It does give you the numbers 9 and 19. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. There's 9 and 19. The other 2 will be on the other side. So these are going up here with the small end up this end. Move that up to the end. Basically, it says to put them going in there. And it says there should be 6 to 7 centimeters coming out from the end there. So let me grab my rule, which is conveniently just next to me here. And we shall have 6 to 7. I'll do 7 because, you know, it's easier. I'd rather have it a bit too much than not enough come the end of the time. So that's going to be about there, according to where that shows that as being. From the bracket to that is about 7. So we'll put that there. So over that, we're putting one of these blocks. Yeah, which is just going over there, like so. One pen into the bracket. I'll use a pair of tweezers for that, I think. One end of this is a plug, and one end is ready for the screw, which is going to be the KM screw. A few of those out. Because I've got this to hand, I'll go straight in with a more normal screwdriver. Turn that round the right way. Get that in there. I'm pretty sure this is still going to enable it to move once that's tightened down. Yeah, so you've got to be aware of that. The second one of those goes over there. So again, I need another one of the brackets. This is also coming in from the same side. So we'll get that there. Drop that in there. Not drop it because it won't actually work. Where did I put my tweezers? That's the good question. Over the back there is the answer. Pick that up. Put that in the right place. And then put it in the right place. Don't know if my finger's in the way. It don't think it is, but it might just be. Let's go from the other side. There we go. That's much nicer. That goes in there. Then we can use a screw. There. And that will hold that in place. So that's that. Again, the wires can still move. So the measuring, you don't really have to worry about yet. Worry about now. Let's go back and get that to be, again, 7 centimeters. Just make sure it does say centimeters. It does. Now we're going to use a couple of these stickers. This is the interesting bit. This is going to stop it from moving. So these are clear stickers. And they are being put, one about there and one about there. So let's hold that in place there. It doesn't really show where that goes, if it follows the lines or just goes down thereabouts. It sort of shows it as being on the floor around there. So we'll just take it there-ish and we'll stick that to my finger, apparently, by the looks of it, about there in the corner. A bit like that. Sort of ish. It's, yeah, it's not 100% accurate, but I'm guessing this is obviously just to hold the wires out of the way while you're dealing with other things. Can't even get that one off of there. There we go. So that's, yeah, that is that one. And then this is going to go again with those coming along here. It's just got them sort of coming across into the middle. About there. This is where this one's ended up. So that seems to think that this is the area that I'm going to be plugging things in. So that goes down there. Then we basically do exactly the same on the other side with the other 2 wires. So that's going to be over there. Make sure I can read both of these labels. I'm going to get that in there first. What I'm going to do on this one is try it this way around. I can get the screw on the screwdriver. Get that through the hole. And then get the whole thing in there again with the screw on the outside. About there. Then manipulate it a little bit to get the other end located in place. Button that down. Do the same on the last one. If I can find the black bit, there it is. There's the bracket. On there, in there. This one is going down here. Again, get it the right way round. And get it in the screw hole as well. It's always useful. Even with that off to the side like that, because once it's there, I can then manipulate it around a little bit more. Get the end of that where it needs to be in there. Then I can tighten that down. Make sure the first one's tightened down as well. Yep. Now this I can play around with to get to my 7mm. From there, it's got to be about there, because one sticker, if you unpeel it, it's easy to stick on. So that's going there. This is coming down around here like that, and that's just going down about there. It seems to be in the same place. I've got to turn the page over to check. Let's put that down there without sticking it down really hard. Yeah, basically going in the same places. Get that located down. And then the last sticker in exactly the same way. If you can get it unpeeled. There we go. Track that back along there, and then this will go on there. Get it the right way around so the sticky side is actually sticking down. Get that a bit further down and around. Out there. That's that, and then they are again in the right sort of place for all of that. The brackets are in place, so that's done. That is this stage complete. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing with those next, but we'll get to it soon. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the build, and hopefully this is getting a little bit more interesting now with some stuff going on. So yeah, I'm getting quite involved in it. It's quite good. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I shall see you very shortly for the next part. Bye bye for now.